Today I'm going to start off my speech with a quote, actually the same quote that Ashley did, so it's kind of funny. So it goes, strength doesn't come from what you can do. It comes from overcoming the things you once thought you couldn't. So in my speech today, I'm going to share with you guys the challenges I've had to overcome with having a heart condition. I'm going to tell you guys by how growing up affected me when I realized I needed to change my life completely and where I'm at today. So growing up, it was very difficult having a heart condition and having a pacemaker. My heart condition is called tricuspid atresia, and it's like a fancier, more complex disease than a congenital heart disease. There's a lot going wrong. So growing up, I wanted to be a normal kid, but I couldn't be because I couldn't really go outside and play in recess with my friends. I couldn't do all that cardio stuff. If I were to go outside, one of the staff members would have to be like watching me, making sure I didn't have like an episode. I couldn't really do sports. If I were to play on a sports team, I'd have to be benched because none of my coaches want to put me through the risk of having to go to the hospital or having to overwork myself. So growing up, I was pretty sheltered, and it kind of sucked because whenever my family wanted to go on bike rides or hiking, since Seattle has a lot of mountains, I couldn't do that. My heart couldn't keep up with it. And so it was difficult. I wasn't a depressed kid growing up. I was super happy. I was dealing with it. I thought it was normal, but not really, I guess. I just wish I could have like played outside more. And so not having to, I guess, be around like my family and do like the fun things kind of hurt me a lot. And so the thing that really changed my life was going into the 9th grade, the summer of 8th, I went to the doctors for not a final checkup, a normal checkup, and the only sports I could play at the time was softball and volleyball, and that was the only thing that I could do. And so going into this doctor's appointment, the doctor came in and she sat me down and looked me straight in the eyes and said, "Tori, I am so sorry, but you cannot play softball and volleyball anymore." And at that point, I was like, oh man, like I knew from the get-go I wasn't gonna have a long-lasting life. I wasn't gonna be able to graduate from high school, let alone turn 21. And so I was like, all right, well now that I can't do anything, like this sucks. I don't want to just sit in a room. And so I went home, cried my heart out to my mom, and I realized I was like, I only get one life. Why not? I know it's gonna be short, so why not make it the best time of my life? So I looked at my mom and I said, screw it, I'm gonna prove the doctors wrong, which is probably not the smartest thing, but I did anyway. So I continued to play softball and volleyball, and I played throughout my high school career. I trained myself to become more healthier. I could go on hikes, I could run with my friends, I could do a lot more things I ever thought I could. So I broke out of my sheltered ways, and I became so much happier. The fact that I finally could do something just really turned myself around. And so I wanted to travel a lot, so I went to other states. I traveled for volleyball, the things I couldn't do before, and so it was an amazing time of my life. And so I graduated from high school, so here's a picture, prove them wrong. And then, so where I'm at today, I am super healthy. I went into a doctor's appointment recently, and they had told me, they like sat me down, they looked at my face, and they just shake their heads. I'm like, oh God, what do I do now? Something else. I'm like, something else is gonna, I can't do. And they sat me down and they're like, Tori, you are one of the most healthiest person that we have ever seen with your heart condition and with a pacemaker. You're literally a miracle. So I was like, this is the happiest moment of my life, and to this day I'm still healthy. I'm gonna live a long life now because I changed my ways. So now that you guys know more about me, I told you how I grew up, how it affected me when I decided to change my life around, and where I am at today. And I encourage you guys to overcome your obstacles and your challenges because it's not as scary as you think. Thank you.